Don Quixote by Miguel de Cervantes. Since the novel is very long, it has two parts published in 1605 and 1615 with a total of 126 chapters. I'll give you a narrative breakdown per chapter in a clear, flowing way. Here's the start with Part 1, 1605. I'll go chapter by chapter in detail. Don Quixote, Part 1, 1605. Chapter 1. In La Mancha lives Alonso Quijano, a gentleman in his 50s. Obsessed with books of chivalry, he neglects his estate and health, losing touch with reality. He decides to become a knight-errant and renames himself Don Quixote de la Mancha. Chapter 2. Don Quixote repairs an old suit of armor and names his skinny horse Rocinante. He chooses a local farm girl, Aldonza Lorenzo, as his lady, calling her Dulcinea del Toboso. Without telling anyone, he sets off to begin his nightly adventures. Chapter 3. He arrives at an inn, believing it to be a castle. The innkeeper, amused, humors him. Don Quixote insists on being knighted. The innkeeper jokingly agrees to conduct the ceremony. Chapter 4. Don Quixote stands guard all night in the courtyard, leading to comical scuffles with mule drivers. The innkeeper performs a mock knighting, and Don Quixote rides out proudly, imagining himself a true knight. Chapter 5. He sees a farmer whipping a boy and demands justice. But once Don Quixote leaves, the farmer resumes the beating. Soon after, Don Quixote challenges merchants on the road to declare Dulcinea the most beautiful woman in the world. They refuse, and he is badly beaten. Chapter 6. A neighbor finds the battered Don Quixote and takes him home. Meanwhile, the priest and barber burn most of his chivalry books, believing they've driven him mad. Don Quixote sleeps, dreaming of knightly quests. Chapter 7. Recovered, Don Quixote convinces a simple farmer, Sancho Panza, to be his squire, promising him riches and governance of an island. Sancho, riding a donkey, joins him. Chapter 8. Don Quixote spots windmills and believes them to be giants. He charges with his lance only to be hurled to the ground by the sails, a famous misadventure. Chapters 9 to 14. They continue traveling. Don Quixote invents noble interpretations for ordinary events, fighting armies, really flocks of sheep, and offending travelers. The story of a rejected lover, Marcella, a shepherdess blamed for the suicide of a young man, is recounted, revealing themes of free will and honor. Chapters 15 to 23. Don Quixote and Sancho stay at inns, always mistaken for castles, get beaten in fights, and meet various characters, including galley slaves whom Don Quixote frees, only for them to rob him in return. Chapters 24 to 31. A subplot unfolds with the tale of Cardenio, a betrayed lover wandering mad in the mountains. Dorotea, another wrong character, joins them, and they hatch a plan to lure Don Quixote home. Chapters 32 to 46. At an inn, the priest and barber disguise themselves and trick Don Quixote into believing Dorotea is a princess needing rescue. More tales are told, such as the captive's tale and the tale of the curious impertinent. Sancho is repeatedly beaten but remains loyal. Chapters 47 to 52 and a Part 1. The priest and barber manage to put Don Quixote in a cage, telling him it's an enchantment. He is carried home while still believing he is a knight under magical spells. Sancho, confused but hopeful about his promised island, stays by his side. That's the narrative of Part 1, 52 chapters. If you like, I can continue with Part 2, 16, 15, 74 chapters, where Don Quixote and Sancho become famous characters inside their own story and face even more elaborate adventures. Like, subscribe and share if you like our efforts.